This is Dave McCain with the Right Tree Genealogy, doing another video today at a request of one of my subscribers. They wanted me to cover the new Family Find Haplogroup so far to date in our lineage 1 of our project, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Is we've had one tester, one person that has received a haplogroup, and they're at a Y37. With that said, I'm going to go over and pull that up and show you what that means to me. So this individual has received an A1706. Well, that's great that we received a 1706. That's better than the RM269. RM269 is so far back and really of no value for our research project. Now let's go into this tester and show what that really means and where that shows up on the haplo tree. So I'm on this person's landing page in our project, and he did a family find on December the 8th, 2023. So that's an important statement there. He's on the new chip and a new family find, and this is where he received the A1706 confirmed. Well, let's take a look at his haplo tree and SNPs and see what that means there. Okay, so I'm going to show some information here. I'm going to go all the way up. Now what it did do, notice all the green that popped in. There's some assumed positives still showing up here. It's not like it did all the SNPs, and that's something I want to point out right now. You don't get all the SNPs, but it gets the front end or the face forwarding SNPs that they find and are using to define that haplogroup. You're not getting all of them. They're not all going to be positive for it. A positive, there's the RM269. It's confirmed now, so that's great information there. And he goes all the way down to here. Here on his table, when he's able to go and look at his data, he sees the RA1706. Now, if we did not know this person and they showed up as an autosomal match for one of our other testers, then, well, hey, this is someone we'd like to go talk to and invite them to the project, and we go from there to possibly do higher level testing. If you notice, we have all of this, and I'm just going to point out here, L196, this right here, L196 is considered Lineage 1's priority SNP. It is the one that defines every person in Lineage 1. So he's a couple blocks upstream, and I'm going to show you where that falls into Discover in just a moment here. But notice, all this has been tested downstream. Big Y gives you this. So let's go back over to this other. So now we're in the Discover for the A1706. This individual clicked on his Discover and got this story for him. His A1706 is 1150 BCE. That is a very long distance in the past, 3,000 years roughly from the current era or AD where we are today. Did it give him something of value? Yes, it pushed him forward down to within a few thousand year SNP. It did not give him one within a few hundred years, or since our project is pretty well defined, we have 70 plus testers that are big wide. And if this individual actually went ahead and does the big Y, he'll get all the way down to within a few hundred years of his actual line. So this is what you see here. Now I'm going to go into another project member's big Y, because this is what you see as a family find person. You don't see the block table that I'm going to show you from another user. So I went into another user's block tree, zoom it in a little bit more here. Another user's block tree, because he's a big Y tester. He actually is one of the admins. The A1706 shows up here. BY43944 is also its pairing SNP here. And notice all of these, and then over in this column, there are two big Y testers at A1706. So there are two individuals that are stuck at 1706. The remainder, there are actually 7 people in this area. So that means people have SNP tested A1706, or in this case, family found. What do I see here? You gain a confirmed haplogroup, which is a nice thing the Family Find does. It does not get you all the way down, because I'm getting ready to show you deep over on the other side of what this does. When you go into this one, then you go into this, then you go into, this is what I'm showing, it's going down. So this is this individual's line here. It goes down into this level of data. Now I'm going to go over and look at the haplogroup for this person, this particular tester's line, he's down here, he's over here. So I went ahead over to this tester, the one that's A1733, and show you what we're talking about in the era when you have a big Y testing done and you have a large number of people, and that's important, a large number of people that have tested in an area. 1900 CE, or current era, AD, whatever you want to look at. That's what happens with big Y. My first impression at this point is that it is good for a person to have the family find and gain a confirmed haplogroup, but understand it's not going to get you to your terminal SNP that a big Y would do, and it also will not give you all the STRs that are used to match other matches. You don't gain your matches. You do not see matches at this point. So going back over to that same tester, that tester did not gain 67 markers or 111 markers and did not gain any additional test matches here. That's important to understand. The Family Find Y is not going to gain you Y matches or any big Y matching. You're not gaining that. You're gaining a confirmed SNP closer to current era than you would have with just the straight data. So going back to this tester's home page of the FTDNA, you look at under results. There's still your matching list that you have here, and under Y you can hit your haplogroup, which I brought up and showed you earlier on this tester. You also can go to the Discover Haplo Report. When you go into your confirmed haplogroup, you can hit SNP results, and you're able to see what SNPs they define as that you're positive for. So this is something you can download. If you notice, it shows positive for each one of these. This is just a subset of all the SNPs that are out there. This is not a large, big Y amount of data. And when we look at another user, I'm going to bring another user back up and show you how this fills in just this section. Okay, I pulled up the other tester's data here just to show you the compare. So I'm going to flip between the two. So this is basically the same zone between the two testers. This is the guy that has the Family Find only. Notice he's not positive. He's positive here, but notice the amount of SNPs that are actually positive as he goes down here. So let's go back to this guy. Both of those. This one, there's a couple of them that shows presumed positive. There's some either light reads or a few reads here. This one here, he's positive on 4 of the 6. Here, positive 2 of the 3. Now let's go back to this guy. He does have both of these reads. He has this one, but look at this. He has let's expand this out so you can see it. He has this one and this one. Not any more of those. He's presumed positive here because he hits this one. So he hits this one here. He has none below that number. Go back to this guy. Notice the data. And don't have to expand this, but the other one didn't even get that far down. Okay. Am I thankful for the Family Find? Yes, I am. I'm glad that Family Tree DNA is doing this. It is a good feature to add for the male testers, that you can actually get a confirmed haplogroup. So, is this going to help a project? It could, but not to the level that some would like to see. For us, if a person tests a Family Find and they actually get an A1706, then we can tentatively put them in our lineage 1, but it still doesn't give us where they fall. We have a bunch of branches, and so this person, we could put them in the project area as they are. Actually, as I started this presentation, this person already did a Y37 before they ever did the Family Find. It confirms our placement of the person, of the male, into our lineage 1, but he didn't gain any more than the fact that he knows he's where he's supposed to be in the project. but we cannot tell him in any way, shape, or form which branch of or lineage underneath the sub-branching that he belongs in until he does a big Y. So it's up in the air. Is this good? I like to see it. I want to continue to see it. I cannot say that I'm going to measure this as a gain in the sense of I'm going to do this first. Now, with that said, if a person takes a family find on their own accord and matches with an A1706, yes, we'll invite them to the project, but they're going to end up having to be matching a person autosomally first. If they're matching someone autosomally first anyway, then it's likely we already know where they belong. That's my admin take. Let's continue learning together.